Yeah, so here's, I guess they each are separate chapters, 4, 5, and 6. You just get them all at the same time. And each of the chapters has apparently 3 parts, but usually it's part 1, go to this place, whether it's, I'm blanking on the names now, of the dwarf settlement and the elf settlement, and Trestle Bridge is another one. But basically go to one of those, that's 1, do a quest, that's 2, and then come back is 3 for the most part. So I'll just start
Could I speak with you a moment?
with the first one here. Othrakar. Alright, so these dwarves were apparently in Othrakar for a while. Both Longbeards and Dourhands. Then the Dourhands showed their true loyalties, I assume, once Skorgrim showed up and drove them out. Or the other way around, the Longbeards drove the Dourhands out. And one of Durin's folk, Dori, has come to aid him, and he wants us to go talk to Dori because he thinks he'll understand, so. Alright. Dwarves are the best anyway, so we'll do them first. Trestle Bridge is my least favorite of those 3, but only because it's so far away. And there's no swift travel to Trestle Bridge from either Bree or here. I think it's slightly shorter to go from Bree, so what I'll probably end up doing is swifting back to Bree and then taking the horse north to Trestle Bridge. If I can. I think the level's 30. I hope it's 30. Alright.
What do you need?
See if we can find Dori. Not that I would know Dori necessarily from any other dwarf. This guy looks important.
Greetings.
Dori was captured. And an envoy came and said that if we did not turn over the mines, he would kill Dori. Yeah, I'm gonna
Help me.
do all 3 parts in one. There's no reason to break it up into 3. Yeah, so this was always a block for me as well in the epic quest. I mean, in addition to Garth, not Garthagar one, the Red Maid stuff of Radagast. But in just doing these, which are, you know, kind of interludes in the story, were really hard. They're still fellowship, but they give you inspiration now. Well, Dory came bringing a bunch of gems. Wonder why he came here. I guess they stole the gems too. Okay. I think you can get around through the backside rather than going all the way around the front. That's where I'm going, so I think I can just follow this little pass here. Yeah, easy. So I think it's right at the entrance here where the inspiration starts. Maybe not. Maybe it's only after you free Dory. Whoop. Whoop. Which is somewhat funny because these remain standard, even though you get inspiration. So you basically just steamroll all of them, but you still need it because at the end some elite dwarves came, and the problem trying to do this solo in the past was the elite guy would come and bring some friends with him, and then just by the act of fighting, because it's so close quarters in here, you would end up aggroing everything else and just end up dying, or Dory would end up dying. Oh, that always freaks me out. See, there were the inspiration hits, and I thought that I had gotten hit by one of these enemies. You can see it kind of cut in and out there, and that's a problem if you're fighting an elite and all of a sudden you lose your inspiration. It's so weird. Come on, Dory.
Greetings.
He's still normal. Get my inspiration here. See, there's the elite. And he came with three friends. Oh, there's two elites. Maybe they're not elite. There's their signature on it. It's still somewhat difficult. fancy chest. Another thing that always got me is I think this chest is here often and on purpose. Because the first time you do this, you think, oh, that's where the gems are. Or maybe that's where the gems are. Actually, I don't know what that chest is now. Huh. But yeah, the real chest is around this wall in this old tower here. And so even if you cleared, usually by the time you get back, these guys are respawned, and then you'll end up getting some more waves of the signature guys, who I want to say were elite back in the day. He does actually run all the way out of the camp. Yeah, that one always got me too. Got six enemies total. This guy's out for vengeance, killing everything, even when he doesn't have to. I think that's all of the waves, but he still goes all the way to about there.
What do you need?
Now, how did he beat me back? Dory arrived not long before you, and is resting inside.
Might you lend me an ear?
Use that famous dwarf speed, I guess. Alright, so Dory recommended we go to the council, which is part 3. We just go back and tell Albarad.
How can I be of service? What do you need?
Okay, one race down. Although I've noticed that he's not sending any sort of envoy to the hobbits. Could get the bounders involved. I mean, maybe I'm that envoy. But what if I wasn't a hobbit? Leave them out. Rangers.
Stay a moment.
This is elves, so the last one is Trestlebridge. I was just thinking about how he's going to get to Trestlebridge. Okay, on to the elves.